Hi there, Scrumptious. Check this out. Crapo is still bearish. I repeat, Crapo, friends, this is from November 7th. He's still bearish. GM, Trump won the US election, which I believe is positive for crypto in the mid to long term. However, I'm still being cautious before adding exposure to the market. So basically, you're seeing people concede that their bearish views are poop. And now you're still watching them stay on the sidelines. Remember, Crapo, friends, we like watching Crapo only because he is a complete mid-curver and he has absolutely no edge. Now, something interesting for you to know, these people had edge when they first came. That's how they got their name out. However, they're not keeping in touch with it. They've lost their way. Maybe they're too rich to care. They would rather, I guess, make some tweets, do some sponsorship deals. That's how they get an income. And so they're not getting an income, obviously, from trading or predicting markets or the mass, I guess, the patterns you can get from the mass population, etc., as they appear in crypto. And that's important to recognize. And like he even says at the bottom of his tweet, his message, he goes, "For now, I'm avoiding the euphoria and FOMO, and I am just waiting." So this is not what you want to be doing, dude. This is, okay, out of a 4-year cycle, I get it. Yeah, most of the time, you want to be avoiding it. But right now, man, right now, you don't want to be avoiding the FOMO right now. Like, we're now in 4 years of a cycle. This is the 3 years have passed now, where it's bear market PTSD. Now we have that final 15% where things just go up. Literally up, and they reprice higher, and that's exactly what you're looking for. And if you sit on the sidelines, you're going to miss it. Check this out as well, friends. We have a big, giant green candle monster with an axe. I got this picture from Mr. Trading Axe. So we probably have around 7 to 13 months of pumping left. But it's not about the time, okay? It's not about the time. It's the prices. You see, we don't get any concerns unless we get enormous prices, okay? Because crypto can keep going up at a very slow, normal growth rate. But it doesn't mean that we are going to get, we're going to start to get sweaty. Because if we start to see, for example, I'll show you the Bitcoin dominance chart right here. If we see a Bitcoin dominance somewhere around, 45%, I'm not going to be concerned personally. So if Bitcoin dominance goes down here, comes back up, has like the retrace, and then we come back again, I'm personally not going to be concerned whatsoever. If Bitcoin dominance is closer towards 40% or below, I will be concerned just about all the mania that happens around there. I know these numbers doesn't look like much on the chart, but actually it is. It's a lot. It is a lot on the chart in terms of where the whole industry is headed. So you can actually view this from the total crypto market cap. I'll show you now. If crypto, for example, friends, if total crypto is 10 trillion, okay, if total crypto is 10 trillion and Bitcoin dominance is 40%, you still have a 200K Bitcoin. Okay, so if we go back to the number, that's 200K Bitcoin. So what I'll do now, I'll just go back to here and I'll let you view it right now. So Bitcoin, I'm asking you, would you be concerned if Bitcoin had a 40% dominance zone, which we could look at right here? Around here, man, 40%. That's where I'll be nervous, okay? Actually, when I look at these numbers out here, if they say Bitcoin dominance is still 50%, okay, that is 100K Bitcoin. All right, so we're looking at a total industry of where we're going. And these numbers, they're just like inches on a chart, but they're a world of difference here. So that's personally me, okay? Now, I'm just looking at it from now. And I think you probably would agree as well. Like, if you're looking at a 200K Bitcoin, okay, you can't imagine anything except total altcoin euphoria and mania there. So, look, I still think if we got something like this, Bitcoin dominance comes to 40%. This is my guess. It goes up in the next bear market, but then Ethereum now has its 4th cycle power and something happens. I think something like that happens. I don't know why, friends. I don't know why. I'm seeing something like that. I know, look, you don't have much precedence for this at all, but that would now be the 5th cycle. I don't know if we can keep the lid on altcoins that long. I don't think altcoins going down for 3 years is going to be accepted by everybody. I know it's just gut feeling and it depends on the liquidity cycle, but it would basically be coming down to Ethereum maybe powering up in the next bear market. And I've got to remind you as well, remember Bitcoin in its fourth cycle did well, which is what we're looking at right now. Bitcoin had an early run. Bitcoin touches its all-time high around before the Bitcoin halving, never before done, ever. And I'm going to show you the chart right now. I mean, this run here, when Bitcoin does its run up here, right there, like right before that vertical line is the Bitcoin halving. This is insane. Now, I'm not saying Ethereum is going to do it as well, because it's technically, yeah, it's an altcoin, but man, there's a lot of things coming to crypto, man. When they're plugging in more real-world assets, when they're minting and tokenizing stuff, and they're going to find the way, friends. Trust me, Vitalik is a 4,000 IQ alien. He will find a way to cheat and the monetary policy to deflate Ethereum, and just they're going to find stuff to tweak that's going to make it basically do better than we think. And you got to remember as well, Donald Trump, he's running an inflationary policy regime. So he's going to bring back, US manufacturing jobs. The capital required for that, that means there's going to be a lot of loans being taken out by the banks and taken out from the banks. Those loans are very inflationary. So like that's why I wouldn't be surprised if in this next cycle, something doesn't play out exactly where everyone just thinks they get to hoard Bitcoin again for another 3 years. But, we'll see. Don't forget as well, you either die a soy boy or you live long enough to see the greatest altcoin comeback of all time. So this resurrection, Donald Trump's coming back, 2025, maybe it's the ghost spirit of 2017. Okay, it's just, this is the craziest part. Remember, I showed you the whole cycle. Okay, if you go and check everything out, Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle was right here. Mt. Gox explodes. This is just like our FTX. Donald Trump got elected around here, which is where my cursor is, around here, and then we had a big fat giant pump. So this is crazy. It's like Donald Trump's spirit. He comes in, gets elected after an FTX type of Ponzi collapse like Mt. Gox. Does that mean we're going to see people like Carlos Matos, BitConnect guy, Andreas Antonopoulos, and other characters appear? Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe that's what next year is going to bring about. We'll see. The overall theme, though, for everything is this Memecoin SuperCycle, friends. This is an amazing picture here. It's a Memecoin SuperCycle. Don't stuff this up. You have a comeback. You have a resurrection. It's a Memecoin SuperCycle. Meme coins have the most mindshare. On average, people are coming in. Everyone understands them because there's nothing to understand. It's just, hey, we're growing people. Sweet. Because if you think about how this runs long term, of course, friends, yes, of course, eventually these networks get too big that it's too hard to start small stuff. It really is too hard to start that. Once they all figure out the quirks and where everyone hangs out. For example, look how hard it is to start a stock market company. Do you see how there's barriers to entry? We can't just go list them everywhere. Well, maybe with crypto, the network effects get so big of the established things that it gets harder and harder to start new ones. Why? Because no one believes in your coin as much, because it's hard to hear about it. Okay, that's what we might get to. Right now, we're still in a golden age. And remember, Donald Trump's a living meme, so it's no surprise it's a Memecoin SuperCycle. And what I mean by golden age is you can come out, friends. You can still pretty much, it's the best video game in the world, pretty much. You have friends. Let's say you make a word. You can literally invent a word with your friends, make some art, and start shilling it to the world. I'll buy it. You'll buy it if it's good enough. Okay, look at friends. Look at these words like retardio or giga. Look at these memes, cults, religions, things that have appeared. Okay, and then if you obviously want to take it to the next level, you have Richard Hart. You start an entire movement, a religion. All right. And we have Randy Boo. Somi still believes, never stopped believing, not even once. So the only way to make it is to understand how this world is moving. It's digital. You have, literally, like I mentioned, okay, the world's greatest video game. High school kids, they don't have dreams about becoming rich. Okay, probably people are watching me right now saying, there's like probably 18-year-old kids, 17-year-old kids. They're like, wow, you're telling me maybe one day we can make like a cool meme, and if it goes big enough, maybe there's kids in school right now. Maybe they've got a friend who's like a singer, or the friend can play guitar, and another friend who's an artist. I mean, literally in a high school, you can go retire right now. You can make an entrepreneurial idea. You grab one of your music friends. You can you grab one of your artist friends. You crank out a Twitter. You make your coin, because everyone can make the coin, right? They have the tech available. And You put all that together and then you post it on Twitter Spaces. Maybe you have somebody who makes a YouTube channel, and that's it. You've got your little network out here growing. And you and I, if we come across something like that, I'd get in. You see this bunch of 18-year-old kids throwing stuff around. But yeah, of course, there's going to be a lot of jeets. And a lot of them don't know what to do when it comes to money and stuff. But you get the idea, man. At least this thing is a big potential. It's the golden age, man. It's like Web 2. It usually really is Web 2 when like, oh, anybody could create an online business. Do you remember these, friends? A lot of people made like e-commerce books. You have everything from diet and food, dating, instructions, there's courses, all these other things. So everybody used the internet, and everybody just downloading PDF files to share around the internet. And pretty much, you know, many people made a living just by selling off this stuff and having courses and all these educational material out here. Well, what about with crypto? What are they going to do with that? But then you got to think about, okay, if the goal is financialization, how does it end? Well, maybe there are businesses out there who cater to that. Maybe you have, you know, Dex Screener right now, and there's other businesses out here. Like, look at Morales Money. They are catering to these coins. Okay, you want a voice? We'll give you the voice. We'll give you the voice so you can basically shoe your bags out there. But then probably think, okay, what's the next step? Now that you have a lot of people, what's the next step? Well, I know it sounds crazy, but memes, cults, religions. You have Bitcoin, and what it did was just show you that you don't need a profit. You don't need a revenue sharing thing. You just need people to exist. Okay, so if I'll leave you with one last important piece of information, it's not about that money part, the profit revenue generation part. That's not the money part. Okay, so friends, look, you just think about this. You and me, both of us, we chat to people in Telegram, on Twitter, YouTube comments. We're in social media. We chat to other people in crypto who own other crypto. All right, and they also own our bags too. So there's a crossover. We chat to people who also own our bags. Okay, well, when we're talking, there's nothing to do with profit there. You're spending your time with someone. It's like it's the meme cult religion thing forming. So you could be talking about daily life. You can be talking about work. You can be talking about markets in general. Anything. But you're spending time with other people. All they do is they share your bags. Okay. So we haven't found the way to monetize this completely. But I think one day we will. I think one day that will be able to get monetized. There'll be values of stuff out here will exist, business, products, and services to cater to communities. And I also joke, I just call them like digital book clubs. That's what they are pretty much, okay? But the book club price is floating, okay? Think about this, by the way. Imagine Kanye West was attending a book club meeting every week. Now, let's say every month, once a month, his local book club, and there was only 50 slots in it. And imagine the slot started at $10. I'm going to ask you, what do you think the price would be for a slot to a Kanye West book club meeting? The book club has nothing to do with his music or nothing, just access to him. What do you think the top 50 people would pay? They wouldn't pay $100, I'll tell you that. They pay probably thousands of dollars for a ticket. His biggest fans. Do you get the point? So, well, what about when it comes to crypto as well? We're seeing the same things as well. Because crypto, it's like a book. It's a ticket price, an entry into the community, and it floats. We don't have a fixed price for it. And we have because why? Because we have limited scarcity. That's what Bitcoin was able to give us. That's what Lord Satoshi was able to basically, that was the divine intervention, friends, from this poopy fiat world. He comes out and he shows you, okay, well, I can make a scarce thing on the internet. So now to get a digital share of Bitcoin, right? It's not minting itself forever. Okay, so this type of world, that's what we're moving into now. Check this out. Before we go, friends, look at this. This is Mark Cuban, and we have a soy boy bear. So you got to remember, man, imagine the pain of not being all in crypto right now. These people, yeah, I get it, man. Some people are just too rich to care. Some people are just born to be mid-curvers for their whole life. They don't want to achieve greatness. We're here to achieve greatness. We can see where this thing is going. And because you like and subscribe, belly button or, I mean, I can actually connect the dots. I actually do connect the dots. But I'm telling you now, you don't need to. I can only connect them because I'm here 18 hours a day. If I was only here 2 hours a day, I promise you, I would have no idea how to connect anything. You just have to follow people and hope for the best. Okay? So we're here to connect the dots. I have connected the dots. I can tell you every single thing of this. It all makes sense. There's a tug of war, meme coins and VC coins. VC coins, why do they suck? Because there's only 100 people in the network. Meme coins have like, they'd have 1,000. And they're all working for free pretty much. And they get their bags rewarded, so they want to work even more for free. Because they don't all cash out. Technically, it's working for free, but it's like it's an asset that's grown. Okay? You can even remember, man, Mark Cuban, okay? Ivan on Tech was covering him. Mark Cuban was saying Bitcoin has less value than a banana. Okay, we all remember that. Look how wrong they were. They just don't get it. It's digital real estate. That's why a lot of real estate guys, they get crypto as well. They do get it. It's real estate, okay? It's Mindshare. Mindshare, real estate, network effects, it's all the same things. There is a gold rush going on right now. Okay, I keep mentioning it is a gold rush. Why? Because we have not mined out a lot of the low-hanging fruit, where pretty much there's no more ideas and things to pretty much flesh out. Once we start to have more categories in crypto and memes and cultural religions, then you start to know, uh-oh, it's starting to get saturated, okay? But that probably comes with an index coming out later on. But for now, DeFi coins, privacy coins, all this other stuff, everything's going to go up. But you can understand where everything is going here, because we'll always need the DeFi stuff. We'll always need the privacy stuff. But you and I are here to win the most. If you're here to win the most, you have to think about and feel and sniff what the bulk of the emotional money is coming in to do. It's just like, friends, you could bet on Facebook, but imagine Facebook let you bet on the specific use case of Facebook to just chat with friends. Imagine you could bet on that. Imagine there was a section of Facebook that let you like go leverage long, not even leverage long, like you get some slingshot leverage on Facebook's network effect growth. Okay, now buying Facebook, the stock, that would have been buying an index, and you would have been betting on entrepreneurs and maybe people advertising stuff and people posting memes, maybe a bit of boomer racist commentary and stuff here and there. So getting the index, it's a safer play. And Facebook did do like, you know, big like 10x or 6x or whatever it was. Now it's worth like 1 trillion, okay? But that's like the crypto industry, okay? If you want to buy the index, you get your Bitcoin, your altcoin, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, or whatever, and then now you have an index of it, okay? But we're not here for that. We're here to get the super mega slingshot gains. That's what we're here to do. And that's why we can identify what the emotional money is coming to do. They're emotional. They're motivated, okay? No one gets emotional over privacy coins. No one's going emotional over DeFi coins. What are they actually getting emotional about? Okay, just think about Mark Cuban's face here, friends. What's going to be your face? Also, shout out to the Heart with Dog guys as well. So, think about the pain. You know, if a DeFi coin goes up like 10x, you're like, oh, well, like one of the 30 other thousand, okay? But, because everyone's like, oh, I didn't get it. But what happens if meme coins start flying hard? That will give everyone so much pain because they're like, they got it. They're like, I understand. Oh, everyone was coming in for it. Everyone was coming in for it. Donald Trump's a living meme. It's a Memecoin SuperCycle. You know, I think this thing, the whirlwind, is going to start to pick up speed, and we're going to see these things go really ferocious, especially my comeback resurrection prophecy starts to play out. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.